Do you fancy something out of a game? How about a shield that can hide anything that stands behind it? Yeah, something like the old magic cloak we heard from fairy tales. Of course, this is not something from a Harry Potter movie. This is real, and you can have one your own at $400. Wanna get yourself one? Let's see! Hey folks, welcome back, and you're watching StirX YT. What are you guys waiting for? Like, share, and subscribe. Have you ever wished to remain unnoticed? We're not talking about existential. Yes, it counts. A UK-based startup has created a type of barrier that renders you nearly invisible. The so-called invisibility barrier is lightweight, portable, and does not require electricity to operate. And suppose you've always wanted to feel like Harry Potter. In that case, you can obtain one by contributing support to their Kickstarter campaign. The new initiative aims to develop and commercialize a truly invisible shield that enables high-resolution invisibility through light reflection. The company behind this new technology is the impressively, if not imaginatively called Invisibility Shield Company. The UK-based startup is still in the crowdfunding stage, but the concept is promising based on the team's initial materials. The shield is powered by technical and optical phenomena that are difficult to describe and are unlikely to make your newfound invisibility any more pleasurable. But it basically works as follows. The transparent-looking plastic panel is basically powered by the sun and requires no additional energy. Instead, it makes use of a high-tech optical lens that cleverly reflects light to make the subject behind the screen appear to be invisible. The panel appears translucent, but it really shows a blurry image of what's behind it. Light and the clothing worn by the person behind the shield alter the strength of the illusion. But the company says that the effects are the same, whether the observer stands 5 meters or 100 meters away from the shield. It works similarly to lenticular printing, in that it appears slightly ridged pictures that appear three-dimensional depending on how you look at them. Each shield has a precision-designed lens array that deflects much of the light reflected from the topic away from the observer and sends it laterally across the shield's face to the left and right. This backdrop light is effectively dispersed horizontally across the front face of the shield, spanning the region where the topic would ordinarily be visible from the observer's perspective, they say. After starting with a £5,000, that's nearly $6,540 goal, the initiative has received approximately £163,000. That's nearly $214,134 from 1,065 backers with more than a month to go. The shield is most effective against homogeneous backdrops such as greenery, grass, sand, and the sky, as well as backgrounds with definite horizontal lines such as steps, railings, or the horizon. So try standing close to them. This gadget will not assist you in fighting like Captain America, lurking about castles unnoticed like Harry Potter, or committing a complex bank robbery. However, if you want to hide from your ex or terrify your pals, this is the shield for you. A flood of comparable things appeared a few years ago, but many of them ran into hurdles and seemed to vanish. Invisibility Shield Company saw a market need and decided to address it. Frustrated by the lack of progress and the continued absence of truly functioning invisibility shields, the startup decided to step things up and go all in on their goal to build one. They've created 25 fully functional invisibility barriers so far, but they hope to expand with their new cash. They want to produce 2 sizes, a small one measuring around 21 to 31 centimeters and costing 49 pounds, approximately $64, and a larger one measuring 65 to 95 centimeters and costing 299 pounds, that's approximately $391. Apart from that, these shields are 100% recyclable and therefore completely eco-friendly. That's about something for public use. How about something like this made exclusively for the military? Yes, Canada's hyper-stealth biotechnology already produces camouflage uniforms for troops worldwide. However, the business has recently patented a novel quantum stealth material that conceals soldiers or even tanks, aircrafts, and ships by making whatever is behind it appear invisible. In terms of the invisible barrier, Hyper Stealth previously filed a patent for the material material, which does not require a power source and is both paper thin and affordable, all of which make it tempting for combat usage. According to the press release, it works by bending light around a target to make it appear to vanish. This light can be visible or ultraviolet, infrared, or shortwave infrared, transforming the material into what hyper-stealth refers to as a broadband invisibility cloak. Has a pretty wider range than the invisible shield. Along with the announcement of the patent application, Hyper-Stealth published almost 100 minutes of video footage discussing and showing the material. And if the press release doesn't make it apparent that the military is the company's primary client, the video footage certainly does. In one portion, Hyper-Stealth demonstrates how a sheet of the material may be used to conceal a scaled-down replica of a tank. In another, it hides a tiny jet behind a quantum stealth material, making it undetectable. Now that Hyper-Stealth has reached the patent application stage with the material, it may not be long before it receives orders from the military, looking to conceal its assets. Maybe one could make something like the Quinjet out of it, with the necessary resources. This paper-thin method works by bending light around a target to either change its location or make it disappear entirely, leaving only the backdrop visible. It is claimed to be capable of obscuring heavy artillery, ground soldiers, or even entire buildings from certain angles. In another video, Hyper-Stealth CEO Guy Kramer shows the material being used to cover a portable riot shield. Kramer's warped torso is evident when held near to the body, but fades into the backdrop when carried at arm's length. The most dramatic moment is when version 2 of the technology, which does not require a power source, is shown controlling a position of a tree to hide both a van and a structure. The only downside of this is that you may not get one of these, as these are military grade and not open for public use. The material has been under research for some years, but the patent filing by Hyper-Stealth, which has offered standard camouflage to the military in Afghanistan, Chile, and Jordan, clearly shows us that it is one step closer to production. In addition to the invisibility cloak, the British Columbia-based business disclosed 3 more patent applications that employ the material, which are a solar panel amplifier, a holographic display system, and laser scattering, deviation, and manipulation. The latter is believed to divide a single laser into over 3 million variations, which might be utilized by LiDAR systems to identify surrounds and more precision. Now you may see that Hyper-Stealth is not the only organization interested in bringing invisibility cloaking from science fiction to the real world. For years, scientists have been researching various sorts of invisibility technology. Typically, they employed tactics such as projecting an image of the surrounding environment onto the item, or bending the light that falls on it. But this time, the innovators adopted a new approach and made it a reality. Do you know any game where everyone goes around stating their favorite superpower? You know what to say the next time, don't you? Well, reality has caught up with science fiction, at least on this one. So what do you guys think about such an innovation? Would it be fun to have one just to prank your buddies, huh? So coming to the end, drop in your views about today's video in the comment section below. That's about it for today. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more content just like this one. And while you're at it, turn on post notifications so that you'll never miss out on any of our future uploads. Drop a like for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll meet again in the next one.